Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Arakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect, the 144,000 men pushing this truth with wholehearted sincerity across the four winds. It's the IK Quab, the GMS Germany camp through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. And presenting this lesson. This lesson is going to be called Rumors of War and Persecution. Because we're at a time where the prophecies are fulfilling themselves right before our eyes. And we're at the end. We see that all the things that we studied and learned from the elders and apostles of Great Millstone from all these years, all of the videos that we've seen from them preaching and prophesying about the chip, the RFID chip, and the wars and the New World Order and or the ICBM missiles, so the nuclear war. So everything we at the point where everything is being fulfilled. Okay, so with that, we're going to go ahead and go to Matthew 24 and verse 6, and it reads, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows." Okay, so these are we're in the time of beginning of sorrows. All right, because we see the earthquakes, the rumors of wars. Okay, all countries are stockpiling their military weapons. Okay, you got companies. I mean, not companies, but countries buying massive amounts of missiles, and countries who were once weak, are now saying that they're strong. And that's part of prophecy. Okay, it's part of prophecy. All right. So let's go to Mark chapter 13. Okay, Mark chapter 13. We go down to 7. "And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet." Okay, so, "For nation shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows." Verse 9, "But take heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up to councils, and in the synagogues ye shall be beaten, and ye shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them. And the gospel must first be published among all nations." Okay, so there are things. So I'm bringing this lesson out to say this: that we see other prophecies popping off. All right, we see that the wars are popping off. Well, the prophecies are, the scriptures are also talking about persecution against the men who speak this truth. Okay, persecution against the men who do this work. All right, there's going to be a persecution against them. Let's go to Luke 21. And 12. "But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And they shall turn to you for a testimony." Okay? So the point of the matter is we're gonna go through some things. All right. We're gonna go through some things that are gonna challenge us. You know, challenge our faith, challenge our strength. You know, challenge our belief in Yahweh Shem Shai. We're gonna go through some things that's gonna do that. Okay. So let me go to Second Esdras right quick. Got to switch over to this because the blue letter don't have this. This is Second Esdras, chapter 16, verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for an amendment. So these things that are about to come upon us is going to amend something. Okay, so when you look up the word amend, let's look up that word amend, the amendment. Betterment, improvement, correction, reformation. Okay, rectification, correction, advancement, improvement. All right, an act of amending or correcting. A statement that is added to or revises or improves a proposal or document. Okay, amend, to free from faults, rectify. So these things that are about to be set upon the earth are sent to rectify the wrong that have been done unto the children of Israel. Rectify the wrong of all of the abuse and death and hate and persecution at the hands of these heathen nations. Okay? All right? Let's go down to 34. All right? 16 and 34. No, I can go up. Let me go up. Sorry. Yeah, let me continue at 20. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. All right? Behold, victuals shall be so good and cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay? And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another and hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and of a field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks, and in the orchards of olives, as in the orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their house with the sword. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and her paths shall go full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. You see, so great death and confusion and destruction has come upon the earth. Okay? These things that are being written, that have been written so long ago, are coming upon the earth, are going to come upon the earth. Salakia. All right? Khan. So let's go back to Matthew. Okay? Let's go back to Matthew. All right, so let's go Matthew 24:9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Now this is in red. So Yahushua himself is saying this. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Okay? So the point that I wanted to bring out is that, you know, we hear the rumors of war, you know, and we see that all these prophecies are going to have been coming to pass. Let's not forget that persecution is going to come against the ones who have pushed this word, come against the ones who have done this work. Okay? All right? Because this is going to be a worldwide thing. All right? Because Matthew 24:14, it says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached unto all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Okay? So all nations in the world are going to understand that these things are coming to pass. Salakia, I was thinking of something else. All of the kingdom to come, which is going to be ruled by the Israelites, the elect of the Israelites, and 1/3 of men, women, and children, with the hierarchy of Yahushua, King David, and so on and so forth, the elect ruling over this world with the rod of iron. Okay? So, again, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Arekakadash. Until next time, Shalom.